You're watching RE&M, RBG TV.
Getting lesson.
And then on top of that, worship the damn messenger too.
If people actually read and did, well, some people do. I'm not gonna take that from people. Some people do, but they still unbalanced because of the contradiction in their books, and that's in all sacred texts you guys call sacred. They're all contradictory. There's always something in there that says not to do, and then there's something that says, oh, you could do it. I was speaking to a brother. He told me that at one point Muslims could drink. And then it was that they were overusing it, and then they just stopped it. If that's the case, that kind of sounds like a cult thing, you know, just something man-made.
Yeah, it's innovation.
You know what? It's not working. Let's change it.
Let's change it.
Up, time. All right, guys. No more drinking.
And then put the stamp that God said.
And then God said. God said. The same God that me and you are worshiping, that He only talks to you. So you can tell me how to live my life.
But remember, going back in the early in the video or whatever, man speaks for man speaks for God, man also speaks for Satan. Let that marinate.
See the contradiction? You see how they're teaching you these things, but it's really to enslave you?
How many chakras we got left on there, man?
Oh, that's it.
Oh, that was the end of it?
That was it.
Okay. Family. Again, I hope you all are appreciating this as much as I am. I'm going to start asking my man some questions real quick, because we're going to come to a close.
No problem.
And my first and foremost, what made you choose this life, bro? What was it that did it for you? What made you say, all right, time to walk this shit?
You know what, man? Honestly, when I first came into, you know how it was. You know, we was always partying, we were always thing. But at a young age, I always was.
And there's nothing wrong with having fun either. Let's throw that out there real quick. You can have fun, family. Okay, just be disciplined.
I was always thinking differently, but looking at society just made me wonder, was I crazy? And I went to, you know, I lived in a Christian home. I mean, you can't get no Christian in my home. I mean, we had church every day. And you know how Haitians are. We have church every day. Every day. In the house, all the time. That's how passionate we are about church. Think about that. So, I have family members, brothers that are pastors, choir directors, and I don't take nothing from them, you know, but we have to get real. I used to ask a lot of these questions that religion just did not answer. And I got a lot of faith. Don't worry. Trust in God. And it always seemed to ask me, all right, I've never met this guy. I've never seen this guy. But you guys are claiming this guy has all the answers. But yet when I read these stuff, it contradicts a lot of times. So I was just kind of figuring out what's going on in this world. So then, you know, I had a brother, you know, he was a Freemason, and he started explaining to me about that. Of course, I was just like, y'all, ain't they the devil? Don't they worship the devil? He was like, nah, brother, you know, explain it to me, and then I joined. It opened my eyes. It opened my eyes. It made me realize that society is not what it seems. I had to step back and think to myself, wow, I really gotta do some research. Once I started researching, Because at that point, the whole time everybody been telling me, you know, it's demonized. You don't want to go in there. Something wrong with it. When I went there for myself, self-knowledge, I went there for myself. I found the truth, and it was nothing as what society claims to be. Nothing. The more, it actually opened my eyes to the truth. And from there on, I've just been searching for knowledge, non-stop. Showing, I've never done nothing wrong. I feel great. I'm in balance. You know, the more I learn, the more I learn about myself. I'm talking about this self-knowledge is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm telling you, I come from a rough past. I'm not going to go into it. It's a rough past. You know what I'm saying? And when I came into it, I was confused. Now I'm just like, damn. I love this shit. I love it. Like this shit is peace. It's peace internally. It really is.
That's what's up. Let me ask this a little short, well, not really a short question, but nonetheless, let me ask nonetheless. Regarding what we just discussed, would there be a difference between religion and a school of thought? Is there a difference between religion and a school of thought? I'm pretty sure folks might want to know that one.
There is a difference. When you come down to it, religion is one person's idea, way of thinking. They only give you one aspect of way of thinking. And everything else beyond that aspect is dismissed. They don't even want to touch it. They don't even want to learn about it. They don't even want to get into it. But when you talk about school of thought, it's basically self. It's all about what you think. And then you get every aspect, every idea. But at the end of the day, there's no doctrine saying that's what you have to think. It's just the way you think.
So basically, it's a learning process of elevation.
Basically.
I got you. And lastly, I'm gonna end this on this last question. Where the hell is it? I'm sorry. Alright. Knowing the facts versus beliefs, right? Knowing the facts versus the belief. How does racial pride fit into that?
Knowing the facts with belief. With racial pride, if you gotta accept that, religion cannot be accepted in racial pride. It really can't. And if you think about it, when you break it down, every single religion that we are now just accepting, that we're just falling into, was forced upon us by conquerors. When they colonized Africa, when they colonized America, and they found black people, they didn't give us a choice. They didn't say, hey, you have a choice of believing your God and you can believe in our God. They didn't give us a choice. They said, F your God.
Get down and lay down.
Take this, and this is your new God. Now serve and tell him and do what I want you to do. And from there on, we have not woken up. We haven't. And until we wake up, until we release ourselves and get spiritual, we will never have that warrior spirit to fight. Without that spirit to fight, we can't escape from this enslavement that we're in right now.
Watch this. You Haitian, right? You know about Boukman Dada.
Oh man, what that dude?
What was his message before they went out? What was it? What did he tell them? Dealing with this topic that we talking about right now. I could have sworn he said something to the degree of, in order for us to go forward, something like that, you gotta let go of that white slave God.
Yes. What people fail to realize, And I see people do this a discussion all the time. They say religion it helped bring a lot of change in the world, and I hate when people do this. They say that the Haitians use religion to escape.
No, they didn't.
They didn't.
No, they didn't. They tapped into themselves.
They use voodoo.
They tapped into themselves.
Now, this is where we have to break the European idea out of our mind. When I say voodoo, half of y'all said, "Oh shit,
They got dolls and
oh
needles
my God,
and pins and
no.
That's Hollywood.
Voodoo is not even a religion. It's African spirituality.
It's a communication system between yourself and your ancestors that passed on before you into the next realm. You're asking for guidance. That what you call prayer, right? That thing of what you call prayer. It's meditation nonetheless in our world. We're having nonetheless conversations with our grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? Our uncle. Yo, listen, you've been here before. Help me the hell out. Show me what to do. Tell me this one. Yada 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 yada. And then we go out and apply that what we hear in that communication. We don't just sit back and wait. You feel what I'm saying? Bookman Dada, he reached his people. He said, yo, listen, you got to let go of that image. You got to tap into yourself. You got to hear the message of those that came before you. They heard the call. They went out. They got free.
And I mean, before they went out there and freed themselves, they danced. They practiced rituals. Not, oh my God, blood rituals and stuff. No.
That's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood. They danced around. They sung amongst each other. They got unified first.
They invoked the energy of those who were they talking to, the ancestors. Remember I was talking about that whole invoking the energy thing? Remember that? Go back to the beginning. I was talking about the whole invocation of energies. They were invoking of the energy of their family. Yep. They said, help me. And they said, I got you, baby. Say no more.
And now this is where it comes into play. They didn't only just practice that. They didn't only just practice spirituality. They picked up them guns.
They had to bang
picked
out.
up them knives. They said, hey, I want my shit.
They had to bang out.
I want my freedom.
What Malcolm said? What Malcolm said? You see this right here. You see it. Malcolm always said, I don't know what exactly his speech that he said, but he said, yo, we'll bleed for everything. We'll bleed for the war, we'll bleed for their money, we'll bleed for this, we'll bleed for that, but we won't bleed to get free. We won't bleed for ourselves. You don't have to, man. You're going to have to bang out one day, man.
Amos Wilson said that we have been tricked into fighting wars. And that's the simple wars. We have been tricked to fight black and black crime. We have been tricked to fight poverty. We have been tricked our whole life and miscommunicated, misled, and miseducated by the same people who oppress us, just so they can stay on top. That's crazy. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live like that.
Long story short, family, it's time to get our mind right, man. Listen, I think we done set enough, bro. We done set enough. Listen,
Dude,
I appreciate you, my dude. Bro,
bro.
Listen, family, I hope y'all appreciate this, man. Real talk. Look them up on Instagram. Tell them what your Instagram is, whatever.
Mikey Blaze _BGR. Now, when you go on there, there's going to be a lot of information that it's going to hit you hard. And I'm going to need you to first sit back, read it, research it. Because I'm not saying just take my word. I'm going to let you know. Research it. Research it, and then comment.
There it is, man. Like I said, I did not expect it to be damn near 2 hours long, but this was a conversation, I guess, that just had to be done. It's that energy, you know what I'm saying? But listen, you already know who this be. It's your brother Ingo UCRANM, and once again, I appreciate you, family, for tuning in. This has been another episode, a special episode of RNM RBG TV. Keep it G, keep it live right here for the next one. You already know I will be working on something. Always remember, Black love is a cure for the black nation. Let's get it. Let's keep moving, baby.